Hey guys, we're coming to you from Venice, Florida today. Out here with Mother Nature and this great, awesome bike from Ride1Up, the Cafe Cruiser. And today we're going to be doing a review on it, going over some of the features and taking it for a spin, going through all the gears and show you what this guy can do. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to Ride1Up and Alexander for providing this bike to me for the purpose of doing a review. Now, it's going to be an unfiltered review. I'm not being paid for the review or anything like that, so I'm just going to point out the features, what it has. You can make your own judgments from that, and we're going to take her for a spin and see what it'll do. But I can tell you right now, I've had it for a few days, and I've had the pleasure of riding it a little bit, and this is a beauty. But let's go ahead and get into it and go over some of these features, and then we'll be taking it out on the road. Okay guys, this is called the step through, and the color of it is latte. It's kind of a white and has a brown cast to it, brownish cast. It's really a nice looking bike, nice streamlined bike, nice clean lines. Really looks good. So let's go ahead and get started with the motor back here. It's a Bafang 750 watt nominal motor, and it's rated at maximum speed of 28 miles an hour. And I can tell you it'll do that. I've had it up to over 29 miles an hour. And back here is the brake rotor right here, and it does have hydraulic brakes. There's the brake pads for the hydraulic brakes in the back. Now guys, I can tell you most bikes at this price point doesn't have hydraulic brakes. Most of them will have your mechanical brakes, and the hydraulics a lot better, get you stopped a lot quicker. So continuing on, we do have a tail light and metal fenders. And again, most bikes at this price point doesn't have tail lights or fenders, so that's another plus. And we have a nice big comfort seat. This is really nice. It's a lot more comfortable, and you can get a lot longer rides. Up here, well, as you can see, the cables here, they've dressed all the cables up, made them real nice. You just don't see a bunch of cables hanging around. They've dressed them all up. There's one running underneath here. It's all hidden, dressed up, tied up, looking good. So over here on the left, it does have a mirror, but I've added that. I bought that as an accessory, not from Ride1Up, but I purchased that. I feel like each bike ought to have a mirror on it. And here's the thumb throttle right here. This is the controller. That's where you set your pedal assist. It has levels 0 through 5. And here's your front hydraulic brake lever right here. And moving on around the handlebars, I've added this little phone holder that didn't come with it. And over here on the right is your Shimano gear shifter. This little thumb lever here will move it down. There's another lever over here on this side, right there, and if you push it, it goes back up. And over here on the right hand side is the back hydraulic brake lever. And down here is your Shimano Acera derailleur. It's the M360 8-speed. And guys, this hasn't skipped a beat. It's shifts real smooth, and It's a pleasure to operate. No problems whatsoever. This is really a nice bike. It's put together well. It's a heavy bike. I think it weighs about 65 pounds. But it's put together nice. Here you have a Ride1Up emblem. Comes with a headlight, which again, most bikes at this price point won't have a headlight or a tail light or fenders. Front fender, and it does have front shocks. And over here is where you can adjust the shock, different levels. And moving to the front wheel, again, you have your hydraulic brake rotor along with your brake pad. And on the other side of the front wheel, you have a quick release right there. And on this side over here is the charging port for the battery. Comes with a charger, and all you need to do is plug that in there to plug that, charge that battery up. Over here on this side, the battery is in this chamber right here. Right here. And it does have a key slot right here, and I got the key, and you just turn that, this little cover opens up, and that battery falls out. Well, it doesn't fall out, but it allows you to take it out. And I want to point out this rack back here in the back. This isn't a flimsy old rack that's just been added on. It's part of the frame. It's all welded in. It looks good, nice and heavy. Matter of fact, they rate it for 130 pounds. And you can buy an accessory for it that's a padded seat that will go over the top of it here. And you can see there's pre-drilled holes that'll mount right to that. And I think there's a quick release that goes in here, and you can pop it off and on. And there's holes here in the frame. That there is for a plexiglass screen to, if somebody's riding back there, their feet won't get into the spokes or the chain. And this guy right here is for a foot pedal. You got one on each side. So they've thought this out. They welded that rack right to the frame. It's part of the bike. Got a padded seat. They're keeping your feet out of the spokes, and they have a place to put your feet. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We're going to get on this bike and take it for a ride and see what she'll do. Okay guys, we're going to start in a pedal assist 1 and Shimano 1. And what we're going to do is take off with the throttle. It makes it a lot easier than just trying to pedal when you take off. So we're in pedal assist 1, Shimano 1, and there's very little resistance in the pedals. So we're going to go to Shimano 2. You can see about 9 miles an hour. Shimano 3, a little more resistance. Shimano 4, about 10 miles an hour. Five, probably a little more resistance than I'd like. 6, even more. 7, well, it's getting hard. And there's 8. So about 10 miles an hour in pedal assist 1. Let's crank her back down to Shimano 1. Let's go up to pedal assist 2. And we're about 10 or 11 miles an hour. And Shimano 1, no pedal resistance whatsoever. There's 2, 3, a little bit of resistance. 4, it's about 12 miles an hour. 5, 6, 7, getting a little tougher to pedal, and 8. So pedal assist 2 and Shimano 8 will get you about 12, 13 miles an hour. So let's go back down to 1. Let's go up to pedal assist 3. Pedals are just kind of flying around. There's Shimano 2, Shimano 3, Shimano 4, 5, 6. So Shimano 6, you start getting a little bit of resistance, and we're about 18, 19 mile an hour. So I'm gonna slow her down here, get around this curve. Start pedaling again, the motor kicks in. We're going against the wind now, so about 14 mile an hour. Shimano 7, Shimano 8, about 15 mile an hour. Quite a bit of resistance in the pedals. Getting a nice little workout. So I don't see any need to drop back down into Shimano 1 because it's just going to be flying, no resistance whatsoever. So we're just going to drop it down into, let's start at 5. Let's crank our pedal assist up to 4. Okay, not much resistance there. And Shimano 5, there's 6. Very little. 7, a little bit more. There's Shimano gear 8, coming up on a stop sign with about 22 mile an hour. And Shimano 8 feels about right. So let's just leave it in Shimano 8, and we'll get out here on this main road and crank it up to pedal assist 5. So right now it's a nice comfortable ride, 23 mile an hour, Shimano 8, pedal assist 4. Nice straight road, no traffic. So let's crank her up to pedal assist 5. We're in Shimano 8. So we're going to try to help it along here and pedal. 26 mile an hour. 27. 28. 29. Saw a flash of 30 there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm helping this thing out with the pedals. I'm pedaling pretty hard. So we did get it up to 30 miles an hour. And pedal assist 5, Shimano 8. Pedaling pretty good, helping along to see what this thing would do. And it temporarily got up to 30, mostly hanging around 28, 29. But this thing's a real treat. So we're just now cruising back at 24 mile an hour. We'll crank that pedal assist down to 3. And we'll leave the Shimano in 8. That'll give us about 20 mile an hour. Nice little pace, catch the scenery, and enjoy the ride. So guys, little summary here on this bike. We went over the features, put it through some paces here out on the road. As you can see, it's a well-built bike, rides good. I love this thing. It's nice and comfortable to ride. I can't say enough about it. The price point is nice. There's a lot more expensive bikes out there that you're going to pay more and you don't even get as much. So this is a nice bike, and again, I want to thank Ride1Up for sending it to me for the review, and I really recommend this bike, or any of them from Ride1Up. I do have the 700 series, and it's also a nice bike. But I like the handlebars on this one. I failed to mention that. They have a wide spread to them, and it's really comfortable. Put your body more in an upright position, and it's all good. I just love it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're like me, you'd like to do your research and watch YouTube videos and reviews on what you're going to buy, and that's exactly what I do. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the next one.